This is Savvy Wisdom,
the heart-to-heart podcast you didn't know you needed.
Hosted by Dr. Tamika Sanders and Cheyenne Doom. Savvy Wisdom is a monthly interactive podcast for women who value their well-being and growth that highlights the unique challenges women face daily.
We talk about the relevant issues, their impact to our well-being, share expert insights, best practices, and provide resources and support for your journey right along with you. Dr. Tamika Sanders has 20 years of experience working with schools and businesses in the areas of training and development, public programming, and leadership development. Her work revolves around bringing a diversity of real-world perspectives into programming initiatives and creating strategic community partnerships that can generate revenue and provide access to resources and opportunities for marginalized groups.
Cheyenne Doom is a multi-talented Cali creative with 20-plus years of extensive banking experience, with a proven track record for driving transformative change and fostering a culture of excellence through process improvement, DEI, strategy planning, and program management. She is also an entrepreneur and focused on intentional well-being, with multiple offerings that allow her clients to connect, learn, inspire, and grow.
Hey!
Hello.
We're back. We're back.
Oh, it's been a while, but it hasn't felt like long, but it's been a while. But we've been up to a lot, and we're so excited to share some of that with you today. So
that, and we just feel like we are overdue for a check-in. There's just been so much that's been happening in the world. So, I've been wanting to do this. I know we've been wanting to do this for months. So I'm glad that we're doing this.
Definitely. So welcome everyone today. This is our Reflect and Reconnect podcast episode today. And we're really just going to talk to you about what's been going on in our lives. We would love to know what's going on in your lives too, because we know that with all of the political landscape, the changes, and all the things going on, we are probably all in this moment of what is going on, right? And really trying to find what our new normal is. And so, but while things have been going on, we have also been grinding, and looking forward to bringing some really amazing projects to you all. And so let's get into those check-in questions.
Yes. Okay.
Some of the things we're going to ask you today are that we're going to actually go over. We know a lot's changed. So when we reconnect and kind of reflect for you, we're actually going to be talking about what's going on new in our world. How are we navigating this new political and social landscape? And then also, how are we maintaining our peace? Because that is something right now that, Shai, would you agree? We need our peace.
Oh my gosh, yes. And it's like every single day, it's like, okay, namaste. Definitely namaste. But yeah, let's get into that new, okay?
All right.
So what's new with us? This is something that we talked about in our last episode. But it's becoming like ever more real. And that is our very first book, which is Resilience and Reinvention in a Chaotic World, and the accompanying workbook, where we give you all of the tools and just best practices and guidance to help you in navigating just this really ever increasingly aggressive, egregious landscape. And we know that that's not going to be changing anytime soon. And so, these changing times require different strategies for getting through that. And we're so excited about this project. We're almost halfway through in the writing of this, right?
Yes,
we're 5 of these chapters written.
Yes, and hoping to bring it to you very soon. And it's so funny, at the end of December last year, when we were doing our last episode 12, called Resilience and Reinvention in a Chaotic World, that Shai was like, that needs to be this really needs to be a book. And little did we know that we were going to be living that, right? And so the title, the themes, all the stuff we talk about is so relevant right now that we are working in overdrive trying to hurry up and get this book and the workbook out to you, because we want to make sure that we're giving it to people in a time where we know we need it, because it is chaotic, y'all. It is, but we have to be resilient, right? We can't, when hard
Yeah.
things happen, we can't fold up and quit. We have to keep on moving because we really don't have any other choice, but it's
Yeah.
really nice to have some tools and to some support. So we are looking forward to the book, the workbook, but also getting together with y'all in some of your cities, doing some luncheons, some seminars, but just really getting to build that community. So stay tuned because we got a lot coming for you, but the book will be first.
And also I am thankful because we were living it last year, but I feel like that was like the preamble. And then at like us going through and revisiting those topics from last year is also helping to reinforce like what we were talking about. It's like, oh, we thought we knew, but again, it's layers to this and levels to this. And so that's what I like appreciate it. Like you're never go it's not a destination, it is a journey for real.
Yes.
And we're learning right along with you. Like when we say this is not an understatement. Okay.
Yes.
And so you can actually pre-order this book on our website, www.savvywisdom.com. And we're official now. We're an LLC with Savvy Wisdom Ventures. So like we're really, and we got some more things we'll be telling you later on, but this is what's new right now. And then also I think now like we should definitely get into the like how are we navigating this? And so Tamika, I'm excited to go on this little visual journey with you right now. So
Thank you. Yeah, we were thinking like, what's been going on, right? So from January all the way till now, what have we been up to? And for me, it really kicked off January, probably January to April is my really, really busy season with my business Savvy Pen. So I got to kick off with graduating from my Impact AZ kind of business incubator, where we had these amazing, amazing leaders, Dr. Velma Traham with our Black commerce. She was able to just bring this together with so many amazing sponsors. So my cohort, we graduated, and I also got to kick off some really amazing things in February with this Bridge Summit, and having some workshops, and also having our mayor here and Team B, Mayor Corey Woods, actually come and speak and do some just really amazing panels and things with us. So that was great. Then I get all of my Black history stuff. So doing Black history, talking about Black Wall Street, talking about the Underground Railroad, all of these just amazing things. But I also got to go to 2 conferences. One was in Minneapolis. So I made sure that during the break in the conference, I got to go visit the George Floyd, like the memorial and the site where everything that happened to George Floyd. You see some of those pictures there. And it was just the power, the feeling, the all of it. When you go there, if you haven't been there, you feel it. And I needed to make sure that I did that in the city. I also got to go to Chicago for a client trip with one of my clients. So you kind of see some of the buildings there in the Windy City, doing a lot of things for Juneteenth. I got to work with the Buffalo Soldiers. You see me in the kind of the yellow and the black with them in their uniforms. I'm doing some storytelling and some workshops and really letting people understand our history, especially right now where so many things are being taken away. They're taking down Jackie Robinson. They're taking down the Tuskegee Airmen. They're taking down all of these, Iwo Jima, where you had the men holding the flag, all of these very, very historical moments, because they're not European or white centered, they are considered diversity or DEI, when it's really just American history. And all of us here, no matter what color of our skin or ethnicity, we played a big part in that. So I've been really busy telling those stories. Also got to do this amazing Women Who Lead Summit, working with some amazing women presenting there, and got to go to San Diego with my family and my daughter. You see us there in our white, and her team did amazing at their competition. Just killing it there with lots of awards. And, you know, I always got to step out. I do modeling and fashion. So I got to be in the Uncentral Fashion Show with some amazing designers, walking that runway, loving every moment of it. And then celebrating milestones with my friends. Some of my friends hit their 40th this year. So we got to celebrate and get together and keep that support, and just business summits and things. So I've been busy just in the community doing my workshops, bringing workshops, and then just building community with other folks. So it's been an amazing time, and very, very, very fulfilling. And it's giving me that sense of community that, y'all, I know we need right now. We'll talk about that later. But Shy, what has been going on with you?
Yes. And that is so, thank you for sharing that with me, because it's like, we talk all the time. Um, but I don't necessarily see like the imagery of it. And I know you are like, you are so consistent with your, like, I'm gonna send you these 20, 50, 11 pictures about the thing I did on Facebook. I think it's on Facebook, I think Instagram and LinkedIn. And I'm like, man, I'm not on them social media streets like that anymore. So I actually appreciate us taking the time to kind of pause and have you share this with me and share this with us. So thank you for bringing us into your world a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, so how I'm navigating, man, this year has been very interesting. Last year I was outside, okay, but in a different way. Through my jewelry business, I was constantly like doing vending events. This year, like, I did not do a single vending event. The focus was on school. Okay. The focus was on school. But I started out this year, I came in hot this year. Okay. So in my fall semester, I was in consumer psychology. And as I'm learning about, market segments and, doing creative briefs and all this, there was just this voice within me that was like, I need to do a women's retreat for Black women. It needs to be in my home. And I feel like it needs to happen on inauguration day. And like, that was just that. I don't know, that was what was speaking to me. And so I am so thankful because I got to directly apply what I was learning in school. And I went out there, I pitched it to this amazing, amazing woman, Dr. Tanya Burgess, who is a sound bowl healer. And then she put me on to Ariel Suds, who is a therapeutic masseuse, and she definitely got them hands, okay? She definitely got them hands. But it was so beautiful because and I want to say it was like seven Black women who I've come to know either through my jewelry or through community events. Some of them kind of knew each other and some didn't. And we were all just in my home having this beautiful, just this beautiful retreat and session where we were calling in our power. We opened up with an India Ari song. It was such an amazing, like, I'm so thankful that I got to start the year off that way because it activated all kinds of pathways for me. I didn't put a picture up here, but literally doing that and like having the thought of I need to connect with my ancestors, literally starting off and reclaiming our power and preparing ourselves for the nonsense we've been seeing was just the way for me to start this year. And then let's see, I also started my internship. I've never been an intern before, and that was such an interesting experience being a 40 plus year, intern, because it's like, how exactly am I supposed to be showing up? Am I supposed to be showing it up as if I know things, or you know what I mean? Like, or am I supposed to just be listening and observing? So that was like, I'm appreciative for that experience. But even more than that, the fact that I got to go to DC through my internship, there's a picture of me there at our nation's capital. And I also got to go to Columbia. Like, how cool is that? Like, literally, like, I think it was my first day. And they're like, hey, you've probably been seeing these messages. Anyway, need to get your flight info if you want to come join. And I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. Got to be in Columbia. And then also really excites me is in May, I got to participate in the USC graduation ceremony. And it was so cool because you came through, you flew in from Arizona to LA, and we got to, and you celebrated me, and we got to, it was so funny, like navigating downtown LA after like not having been there in a minute and realizing like what the pandemic has done to that area. It was like, oh my gosh. But I'm so glad that we got to spend that time together. And I always appreciate how much you show up for me and show out for me. And that's been like a resonating theme. Like I've let's see, gotten into doing a couple of line dancing events, and there's a couple pictures I have here with Dr. Christie. Um, Dr. Christie, she is the executive director of Safe Black Space, which has opened up pathways that connect to my academic journey. That is her and I doing line dancing. There's another picture of us. She celebrated my graduation. We went and we watched a Bob Marley tribute band, and that was really exciting. But then another thing that I got to do because of Dr. Christie, because of my academic journey, I, right after going to USC, came home, switched my bags, and was right back out there flying again to Jamaica for the Jamaican Optimal Psychology Retreat with Dr. Linda James Myers, whose work is just so important. Especially for this time now and the work that I plan to do going forward. And then that logo that you're seeing there. Oh, actually, no, there's a couple other things. I went to ABPSI this year, which is the Association of Black Psychologists International. We were at Bethune-Cookman University. It was like the energy was so palpable. Like I could probably do a whole episode just about like these things alone. But there's that. And then there's me in my happy place, which is my pool. you know, every now and then it was like, let me go outside and actually get, this vitamin D, and let me also just the relaxation of the water to help kind of replenish myself. So that was something important to me. And then finally, there is this logo that you're seeing, Culture Roots, which is a project that I am so deeply passionate about, something that I am building that is a continuation of a dream that got interrupted almost 3 years ago. And I'm just excited about what I'm going to be doing with that to reshape the ways that we understand ourselves and how we show up and the ways that we work with each other. So that's how I've been navigating. Been quite busy, but I did it. I've graduated, and now it's time for the real work to begin.
Yeah, but you know what? You've been doing the real work this whole time. And I cannot wait till you launch Culture Roots because it is so amazing. And I've been personally getting to see a lot of the angst and the highs and the lows that you've been going through with building it all, because you've been building it yourself from the ground up, which is so amazing and also tiring, I know, but it's amazing. And then the community that you're building through your IO psychology, through the healing spaces, through all of that work, you're building something really amazing. Like you've got a really great community. So I'm so excited to see how it's going to all come together, come to fruition, and our projects to match. So,
Absolutely.
I'm there for it.
But I feel like I know that we do also want to kind of get into like these are the things that we're doing that like we focus on, but like I think it's also important for us to talk about like how we have been actually maintaining our peace, not just through work, but like what else like are we doing in this time to do that.
Yes. Now, maintaining our peace, y'all. These are some things that we've been doing, but also we want to share with you. And we'd love to hear what are the things you're doing to actually maintain your peace, because the times are changing, right? Some people are buckling down and they're doubling down on themselves, and some people are like just doing an exit move, like forget this is for the birds, I'm out of here, right? Whatever you're doing, you have to find the way to maintain your peace, and it can't all just be through work, because our energy, right, we have to monitor our energy levels. And so one of the things that I know me and Chad both been doing is just prioritize our well-being, making sure that we establish some really great routines that help us have that stability, make us feel secure, but also practicing our self-care and incorporating some of those calming activities, whatever they might be for you. I know, Shy, you meditate, I go for walks,
Yeah.
and then reduce the exposure to some social media. Sometimes you need to take a break because sometimes it is too much. I think, Shy, we were just talking about the other day, every time we turn on the news, it's some nonsense. And you just like, why? If it was a reality show, it would be funny, but it's not. This is our life in real news, real things happening.
Yes.
Shy, speak on what are you doing right now to prioritize your well-being?
Yeah. And so, yeah, thank you for that. Again, definitely leaning into community and making sure, and honestly, I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine last night. We were having our own little check-in, and she kind of asked me a similar thing. And I said, well, um, definitely participating in safe black space has been one of my ways of like resetting on a monthly basis of connecting with that community and just like checking in. And I'm actually going to be going to be doing the official facilitator training so I can be one of the safe black safe facilitators. So I'm excited about that. Also through safe black space, every Wednesday night we've been meeting with Nana Linda and doing the reading of her book, Blessed Assurance. There are these weekly scriptures. And I think I did this the last time when I was trying to tell you this, because for anyone who knows me knows I was raised as a Nichiren Shoshu Buddhist, and but have familiarity of, like, I actually, my first job was working at a Christian bookstore. So I have familiarity with these things. It's not necessarily my primary mode of practicing spirituality, but I got to attend for the first time in person when we were at ABSI, the ABSI conference in late July. And so I was like, you know what? School has finished. I no longer have the excuse of class being at that same time. Let me just tap in and check in on a weekly basis, because I think having that regularity is really, really important, having that consistency. I've been establishing also the routine of going to Win Wine Women every month to support local business women at Tap Wine Lounge, which is also owned by a Black woman. And the whole point of that is us learning and growing and supporting each other and understanding what resources are available to us. And those are like, it's these micro communities that I have. That really just kind of that really just refuel me. Honestly, Black women are the medicine. We are the medicine. So I feel like it's like whenever we connect, whenever we are operating or trying to operate at our highest vibration, whenever we are in alignment and exchanging energy with each other, like that literally is so healing for me. So I would say that. And then with the social media, I'm guilty, because sometimes I find myself looking at these comments because I just want to know. I'm like, this can't be life. This can't be real. And I do know how to differentiate between bots. Bots are the rage baiting farms that they have that are just basically recycling and regurgitating. You can kind of tell because it's like, wow, interesting. You all are saying the same exact thing. But real people are doing that as well. And that's the part that's been like,
Yes.
it's like, I'm gonna say it 'cause I'm like, there was something that first week that the thing happened. and and at first I thought it was just bots, and then I realized when I looked on my Facebook, which I had forgotten about, I was like, oh no, they're for real. And I was just like, man, is it drugs? Because I don't understand it. I truly don't understand it, but it is what it is. And I've come to recognize that, like, it's not for me to understand. We have to focus on what what is real. We know what is not real, and we have to stop feeding energy into the lies that are meant to distract us, that are meant to disarm us, that are meant to disable us, that are meant to disembody us. So prioritizing my well-being, that's been important to me.
Yeah,
Let's see,
that's great.
managing your, oh yeah.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
And actually, I spoke on leveraging support and community, and then managing your thoughts and your emotions. I think just having self awareness, under and listening to your body when you start to feel that angst or that anxiety, when you start to feel yourself in that like dark or negative or suboptimal energy, it's like just having that wherewithal to recognize it and realize, wait a minute, I don't need to do this.
And notice it. And then incorporate some of those mindfulness techniques and gratitude.
Yeah,
And that when those negative thoughts come in your mind, just like Shai was saying, if you can get it and kind of reframe it, because it's really easy when things are just falling apart and everyone's just playing into the negativity, it is really easy to fall in that trap. But if you can kind of take a step back, reframe it, and go through
yeah,
and start with that gratitude. What are you thankful for? You have a job,
yeah,
you have a family, whatever those, you have your health, even just the simple little things that you woke up today, right? Start doing, giving that gratitude. And because what it does
yeah,
is train you to see the positive versus the negative. And in seeing that negative, we talk about manifesting. You're able to, when you are positive and you are putting positivity out there, positivity is going to come back to you. And so that
yeah,
is really important when you think about managing your emotions. But you're right, Shai, just recognizing your energy, recognizing when your emotions, you might need to take a moment to just break all the way down so that you can build yourself back up again. I think my mom used to say to me, she was like, hey, tears aren't for weakness. Sometimes they're the only thing that keep us going. And so if you need to
yeah,
take that moment to just cry, to just scream, do that, and don't feel guilty about it, because that might be what
yeah,
you need to help reset yourself so that you can get back to your normal. And then focus on
absolutely.
focus on what you control. There's so much going on right now, y'all, that we cannot control. We cannot control what the politicians do, what the government does, what the lawyers do, what the judges do, what even our neighbors next door do. We cannot control it, but we can look at our life, our peers, the things that's in our sphere of influence, and look and see, double down on the things that you can control, and make sure that they are giving you the outcome and the peace and the security that you need, and that you can control those things. And so that definitely helps me. And then
You
leveraging your support. Oh, go ahead, Shai.
I was gonna say with that, also you have the choice of how you invest your money, how you invest your time, how you invest your invest your attention, how you invest your energy. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I definitely do need to revisit Energy Budget by Tony Jones, which is on
Yeah.
our Savvy Wisdom podcast, because like there's so many forces and entities that have come to recognize that if they can get you to invest any one or combination of those things, it's going to continue to keep their reality, and it's going to continue to prop up their reality. So that's just something you got to think about. Like, is this something you want to be investing in? Is this something that is pouring back into you or pouring back into your community? No? All right, then you need to keep it pushing and focus on something that actually is going to do that.
Yeah. And that leads into leveraging support and community. And we've both been talking about the communities that we've been building, whether it's through Safe Black Spaces, it's through my business networking, it's through my friends that I have, my
Yeah,
core few friends, or just organizations like I'm part of Jack and Jill, I'm part of a different
yeah,
of nonprofit boards. Find that community with the people that you have, because community right now in these times is more important than ever. So build with like-minded people, grow that network, check in on each other, lean into that community, and make sure that your support group has what they need. You are talking together and you are connected, so that
yeah,
when stuff starts falling down, you have people all around you, like a little village, that you all can lock in and say, I got you. What do you need?
yeah,
So that you're not out there by yourself. And then utilize all the resources that are available to you. There are so many things, even with services being taken away, things not working properly, parts of government, things being,
yeah,
removed, there are still a lot of resources out there for you, whether it's grants, whether it's mental or physical health, the other social circles and groups. There are still things out there that you can utilize to create that community and find what you need. So lean into that personally or professionally. What about you?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
No, like you've hit it all. I think, I mean, naturally we are social beings. We always, and culturally, we understand that we are only as strong as our weakest link. We understand that it takes a village. We understand that we are all that we need. And we understand all of these concepts. And so, as frustrating as it is, I think in some sense it's reminding us of these skills that we may have thought we didn't need to have anymore because of all of the modern conveniences that we've become accustomed to. So definitely. But speaking on that, and speaking of that, I think this is probably a really, really good place to acknowledge. We know that change and uncertainty right now is just like at all-time high, an all-time high. And so with that, something that I think is just really important, um, something that's really important for us to look at, is the fact that we have this amazing workshop that is meant to address that. And so do you want to talk about it a little bit, Tamika?
So we've got our workshop. It's called Navigating Change and Uncertainty, and it's really helping you navigate looking at where uncertainty comes from. And a lot of times it comes from basically trying to control things that we can't control, how uncertainty triggers that survival of fight or flight mode in us.
Yeah.
Just all of these things, being able to recognize where it comes from and giving you some real valuable tips on how to keep calm in the storm, right? And make sure that regardless
Yeah.
of what's going on outside, the external may be chaos, but you can have that security and that peace within. So it's a really great workshop that we are actually
Yeah.
going to be offering for free to our followers. And so make
Yeah.
sure to go to our website. You can sign up
Yeah.
for it. And we'll send you
Yeah.
the link to participate in that. This is a workshop we're going to be offering to companies as well, but we wanted to, as part of community, be able to offer it to you all first, because that's what it's about. We have to be able to navigate these things together. And if we can provide some of those tools to help you, then we are more
Yeah.
than willing to do that.
Yeah. So exciting. This is what I've I really just want to get into this. Doing the Win Wine Women events each month, it always starts out with this like kind of short self-care activity. And it's every time I see another woman facilitating this, I'm like, oh my God, I cannot wait until I get to do this, because I'm literally seeing the changes maybe happening for people, or just like you just see these small little like incremental ahas. And I really want to be able to do that for us and each other. So really excited about that.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah,
Some
lastly,
closing thoughts we want to leave you with. We know there is a lot going on right now. So
oh,
things we want you to think about is move in your purpose. That's going to be really big right now. And know when it is time to go. Some of you may already have your exit plan and your exit strategy, whatever that is, whether it's
yeah,
personally, professionally, or it's an actual physical exit. Know when it's time to go, and make sure that you're not staying somewhere where you're not welcome. Life is too short. There's too much
yes,
going on to be staying where you are not welcome. And so we are building that community. We hope you are building that community. And we're so glad and so happy to reconnect and
yeah,
reflect with you today. Shai, anything else?
yes. Oh gosh, I've been like wanting to do this for so long, and again, there's just been so many things happening, and right now, I don't have anything else to add to that other than I'm just excited for how we are going to be moving forward, honestly. I just want to be active and in service, like, speaking of moving in your purpose, like, I want to be acting and in service of my purpose, not just with the one-on-one interactions that I have with people, but like I want to amplify, and I want to amplify my impact. So yeah.
That's right. So
Well,
thank you
thank
all so
you.
much for joining us. We are so excited. We look forward to stay tuned because we got a lot of
Yeah.
things coming out. The book, if you want to do the pre-orders, just visit our site, savvywisdom.com, and you'll be able to see the link to sign up for that and also to sign up for the workshop if you'd like to attend
Yes.
Navigating Change and Uncertainty. So thank you all. We'll be back soon as well.
Yes. Bye.
So